The Federal Reserve of the United States made headlines not too long ago when it released a statement regarding the utilization of XRP money. In a recent conversation, Senior Vice President David Enofato of the Federal Reserve Branch in St. Louis discussed the potential applications of Ripplenet in the field of payment processing technology. The fact that Ripplenet is dependent on XRP in order to make these transactions possible has been emphasized extensively. According to David Enofato, the Federal Reserve could delegate payment responsibilities to a third party such as Ripple under certain circumstances. This occurrence has the potential to bring about a significant increase in the value of XRP, which might even reach the $10,000 threshold if it takes place. Additionally, it is essential to keep in mind that the action taken by the Federal Reserve is not a totally unexpected one. It was probably around a month or a few weeks ago that the Federal Reserve made the public acknowledgement that XRP and XLM might play a role in the future in order to improve the blockchain component of their FedNow payment service. The fact that Ripple is well known for its open source technology for financial transactions and its innovative approaches to making payments across international borders is one of the reasons why it is receiving a lot of attention. Because of the incorporation of Ripple's technology into the FedNow payment service, it is anticipated that the value of XRP will skyrocket to levels that are beyond anyone's wildest imagination. You are welcome. You have arrived at the Crypto NextGen Hub family, which is your trustworthy source for anything XRP related. Just before we get started, I would appreciate it if you could click the like button, subscribe, and notifications buttons in order to join our group. A significant quantity of XRP will be distributed to anyone who follow us once we have reached 60,000 followers. There are simply 3 simple stages that you need to move through in order to submit your offer. Ensure that you carry out each and every one of those activities. Simply include the hashtag CryptoNextGenHub in the comments section to ensure that you are given a slot. Right now, let's get down to the business at hand. On the website federalreserve.gov, the cooperation between Ripple and the Federal Reserve was officially announced. Our attention is currently focused on this partnership. The document titled The U.S. Path to Faster Payments contains a section titled The Faster Payment Task Force Approach, in which Ripple is identified as a significant participant in the work that the Federal Reserve is doing to develop payment solutions. The article discusses the exceptional capability of Ripple to enable real-time payments to be made to other countries. Fees for these kinds of transfers are difficult to keep track of and comprehend, and they often take between 2 and 4 days to complete. Ripple is able to modify this by allowing you to directly settle payments and fees, as well as displaying the complete status of payments and fees. At that point, we learned that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have broadened the scope of their relationship to encompass funds that are located within the United States. This is supported with a variety of content that viewers are able to pause and read at their leisure. There is a significant portion of the paper that discusses the ways in which central banks, such as the Bank of England, collaborate with one another. Ripple is being utilized by the Federal Reserve and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority in order to enhance the effectiveness of the payment system in the United States. In addition, the report discusses the improvements that Ripple Labs has implemented at the most fundamental level of payment processing, with a particular emphasis on the provision of a free, real-time settlement infrastructure all over the world. Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement system is going to be adopted and utilized by the Federal Reserve, which implies that it will take the place of the techniques that are currently used to carry out money transfers. When viewed in retrospect, there were early indications of this transformation. During a segment that was broadcast on Fox News concerning the Federal Reserve's investigation into the possibility of creating a digital version of the United States dollar, the Ripple logo was prominently displayed. Additionally, organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the Bank of International Settlements, BIs, and the Federal Reserve Board are examples of such organizations. Have added Ripple to their roster of operating in the shadows partners, which demonstrates that they are interested in the technologies that Ripple has developed. The majority of the world's monetary resources are under the supervision of the Bank of International Settlements, BIs. As you get more knowledge about the intriguing world of global banking, this becomes becoming increasingly apparent. The fact that Ripple has entered this industry is a significant step in the right direction. Jess Chan, a senior lawyer at the Frederickshire Board of Governors, is quoted in this document, which originates from the Department of the Interior, previously serving as the Deputy General. Jess has been cited as being at the forefront of this endeavor. There is a lot to unpack here, and it all fits together rather nicely. This is a good place for folks who prefer to know the tiny things there are to know. That is correct, but that is just the beginning. A good number of you might be surprised by what I am about to say. In a recent statement, the Federal Reserve expressed concern that increases in interest rates and pressures in the real estate market could result in financial losses for financial institutions. Since the beginning of March, they have been discussing this matter with a number of different partners, which is an exciting development. Moreover, it appears that the BRICS nations in the European Union will use XRP. There have also been statements made by the European Union indicating that XRP will serve as the foundation for the future digital euro, with the XRP ledger being utilized to manage wealth exchanges. Several reports provide evidence in support of this assertion, which suggests that the value of XRP is on the verge of skyrocketing. One of the most well-known experts predicts that it will reach a high of $500.50 in the short term and may even reach $10,000 as it spreads over the world. It is reported that Arthur Brito, who was one of the creators of Ripple, was the one who came up with this notion. It is quite evident that the narrative of XRP is undergoing rapid transformation while we watch the movie. The issue between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple has been resolved, and it is now clear that the BRICS nations have made the decision to base their central bank digital currency on the XRP technology. By cooperating with Ripple during the process, according to recent breaking news, the central bank digital currency which BRICS is helping to promote is likely going to become a significant instrument for global finance. As well as this, there are indications that Ripple has a vast network in each and every BRICS countries, which we shall investigate in greater detail. Our journey will start in Brazil, which is the location of a very significant event that has taken place. With the assistance of Ripple, Brazil has initiated a breakthrough transaction liquidity service for cryptocurrencies on demand. Through the implementation of this project, the financial technology environment of the country has come a significant distance. Russia is the next nation that we will discuss in this article. There is a substantial amount of data that point to President Putin having altered his tactics and to shift away from the petrodollar and the dollar of the United States. There has been a discernible trend toward Ripple Labs ever since SWIFT made the decision to deny Russia access to their particular payment system. Where do we want to go? On the XRP platform in order to create a CBDC central bank digital currency for the Russian government. As a result of this action, not only does it violate the SWIFT restriction, but it also makes use of the fact that the XRP ledger is decentralized, which means that Russia can still participate in global banking. In the event that we shift our focus to India, Ripple is currently in charge of yet another significant project. Conducting the large-scale digital rupee project for India. The technology developed by Ripple Labs is at the core of this project, which represents a significant advancement for India's aspirations to establish a CBDC on a worldwide scale. However, that is not the conclusion of the entire story. China is also participating in the conflict. Their goal is to enter the realm of digital currencies issued by state banks, and they are working with Ripple to accomplish this. The fact that this association exists demonstrates that Ripple is gaining increasing significance in the realm of finance. In Africa, the situation is exactly the same. The 2022 African Blockchain Report demonstrates how CBDCs are quickly becoming an increasingly significant component of the XRP system across the whole continent. According to the research, South Africa and more than a dozen other African countries use Ripple and XRP to conduct payments. This is one of the things that is mentioned in the paper. It is clear that the ledger is becoming increasingly significant in Africa's banking system, as seen by its widespread adoption. And lastly, in a recent study conducted by the BRICS nations, XRP was recognized as one of the most advantageous digital assets for payment services. XRP's position as a prominent player in the world of digital currencies grows even stronger as a result of the support it receives from the BRICS nations. In light of current happenings, there have been a great deal of forecasts on the price of XRP in recent times. There were a few of these forecasts that drew our eye. When leading financial experts predict that XRP will be worth $500.50, it is reasonable to conduct a great deal of research on the subject. Our investigation led us to a fascinating source, which is ChatGPT, a well-known artificial intelligence bot. This artificial intelligence pointed out that the value of 4 cryptocurrencies, XRP, Ripple, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, is expected to drastically increase by a staggering 100,000%.